Hello once again, and greetings from a rather damp Japan. We're still in the rainy season, so it's it's a little wet. Once this season finishes, the intense summer heat hits. So take your choice. Anyway. Today we have another Mitsubishi Delica D5. That's the CV5W. It's the four-wheel drive version, which is pretty much the only version we do. So it's got the optional two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and center diff lock. This one, it's a 2008 April, so it's on a 08 plate. It's got 71,000 miles, which is 114,000 kilometers. It's a very clean car, inside and out. And as you will see, it has some optional parts on it, which gives it rather a nice look. So let's take a look at it. It's got the front fog lights, which is nice. And it's got these Chamonix bars all the way around on all four sides, which it offers a lot of protection on the front. It's got a large sump guard. If you do get stuck somewhere, it gives you considerable protection. It's got the factory standard 17-inch alloy wheels, again with the bars down the side. This is all a dealer option, and it's got just mud flaps, which is another option on this car. And it has, where are the keys? I was going to show the always forget something. And it's got automatically folding mirrors when you lock and unlock the car, which is nice. Also, the near side mirror dips in reverse, which gives you better vision for the back corner when you're reversing. Okay, it also has cameras front, side, and rear. Okay, so moving down the side, it also has an optional chrome strip along the doors, which is nice. It's a nice touch. I haven't actually seen that before. And the wheels are all clean. They're not scuffed or scratched. A little blemish there. It is actually a very clean car. There we go. It has an aftermarket muffler. Sounds rather nice. Again, for detailed photographs of all of the underneath, please refer to the Dropbox link of photographs. Okay. All the chrome work on the back is very nice. No dullness or peeling on the chrome at all. Rear camera. Okay, let's open the door. So it has keyless entry, as you can see. You just touch the back door and it opens. And very clean carpets. This one also has all-round curtains on all the windows, and also between the front seats and the rear seats, so you can have total privacy in the back of the car if you choose. 5. Nice unscratched corner panels. We didn't have to do any paint on this car. It was very clean. The body was very clean. Again, it's got the protection bars. No dents. This guy has the looks, but I don't think he's been off-road at all, which is typical. Okay. All right. (2008) April. All right. Nice clear headlights, HID AFS lights. Same with the grille. No dullness there. The bars really enhance the look of the car. Nice, gives it a nice presentation. Alright. Comes with 2 smart keys and 1 mechanical key. And the doors all look fine. The car is now open. So on these remote switches, unlike the Nissans and Toyotas, these ones you have to click it twice, and if you only click it once, it doesn't open. So it's a safety feature. And okay, the interior is very clean. This came from a Toyota auction, and actually they gave it a D-grade interior, but it was, yeah, the carpets were a little grubby, and but certainly not a D. As you can see, it is very clean all over. Okay, and also in the back. Again, no evidence of smoking in the car. The curtains are very clean. Just really nice interior. Okay, double click to close. And moving into the front of the car. Again, driver's seat, unmarked driver's seat. The cushion is perfect. It's a weak point on these cars. This part here can really disintegrate. If you get I presume if you're getting a large person, or a person that sits towards the door side, it damages, ends up damaging the cushion. Quite a few models have that problem. And it's a power driver seat, so you can adjust it easily. Again, the driver carpet is well, for the mileage, I don't know, it's doesn't look hardly used at all. Same with the door card, just very clean. There's photographs of all this, of course, on the Dropbox link. Eesh, the dogs are very quiet today. Okay, let's start her up. Okay. Alright. As you can see, all the warning lights are off. It's, yep, it just says refuel. We actually just put 5 litres in it, so I'll need to put some more in before it gets shipped. We always put fuel in the cars before they leave our yards to go to the port, to make sure that the car doesn't run out of fuel in the ports, which can be a hassle. Well, it's not a good idea at all. Okay, so this one has an aftermarket gear shift, which we toyed with changing it, but my guys all said that it's rather nice, and it is. It has a really nice feel to it. Kind of matches the car, in our opinion, and it works perfectly well. So putting it in reverse, you have a reverse camera. You have different camera views. Anyway, there's your reverse camera. I'm going to move it out of reverse, and then if you push this button here, you get a view of the front and the side, and then looking from the front, left and right. And so you've got various camera views, which is useful. And again, when you're using the control here, you can control whether you're in two-wheel drive. Sorry, we're in lock right now, sorry. And four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and center diff lock. They will work perfectly well. And air conditioning is working very well, which is fantastic because it's very humid today. The glove boxes are all good. No damage there. There's the manuals in Japanese, of course. And it has the flip down rear monitor with a CD unit built in, and we have the remotes. The remotes will be sent with the documentation and any other bits and pieces. We don't leave them in the car. It's just in case they disappear. It's got heated front seats, which is nice in the winter. Doesn't have an ashtray, and there was no evidence of smoking anyway. And they've installed a cup holder, a mug cup holder here, which is very solid, it's very well done, and quite good idea, because the driver really, or at least either the driver or the passenger, doesn't actually have one. Well, except I presume here. But anyway, this guy has decided to install one here, which with the air conditioning, of course, would keep a cold drink cold. Kind of nice. And as mentioned, when the car is in reverse, your near side mirror tilts down. Again, a useful little feature when parking in reverse. Yeah, this switch also here controls the brightness of the interior lights, which are all LED. Which is this one has actually quite a number of lighting features, which I can't show you now because it's daytime, but if you look at the Dropbox link, we've got nighttime photographs of the various lights. There are LED lights underneath the front doors when you open them, putting light onto the ground. There's LED lights underneath here, shining onto the floor back here. It's nicely. It's very tastefully done. It's very nice. I think some of it might be standard, but some of it's definitely not. It's been added by the previous owner. Okay, it has cruise control and audio controls and Bluetooth controls here, which are all very useful. Yeah. Anything else? Am I forgetting? Always forget something. As mentioned, it has the curtains come across between the front and the back, which is nice. All properly fitted. There again, that must have been a dealer option. It's not an aftermarket thing by the looks of it. Okay. Anything else? Oh, well, it's got the interior power door switches. On this car, the switch to turn the power doors off is underneath down here. It's kind of hidden down under here. So in certain circumstances where you're parking very close to something and you want to make sure that the power doors don't operate and therefore maybe actually hit something, you can turn the power door switch, you can turn it off, you can turn the function off, which all cars have that, but this one's usually the button is visible. In this car it's hidden underneath. Alright, okay, let's have a look at the engine. Now, of course, it also has paddle shift, of course, so when you're moving into D5 here, you can manually control the gearbox, which is nice. Okay, let's take a look. All right. Also, the LED, the central LED display on this model can be English, so it's the info you get on the central LED is in English, which is nice. Okay, here's the engine. He's I don't know if that was, yeah, anyway, he's got a red cover. Looks like it was yeah, some kind of aftermarket. It's the original design cover, but it's painted. Maybe it was something you can buy online. Probably looks good. He's also put little dampers on the little struts on the bonnet hood, which is nice. Anyway, he's yeah, it's well taken care of. There's the front camera. Okay. Let's take it. As I say, it's got, yeah, the camera's underneath the side mirror. Let's take a look at the auction sheet and the passenger seat. Very nice and clean. Alright, here's the auction sheet. Car came from a TA auction. It's Heisei 20, so that translates to 2008. Basically, if you just take the Heisei year, in this case, we're not in Heisei anymore, we're now in Reiwa, but if you take the Heisei year and take, well, in this case you take 12 off, and you get the Western calendar year. And anyway, okay, so 114,000 kilometers, translates to about 71,000 miles. The grading was 3.5. Remember, this is a TAA auction, so basically a grade 4 in any other auction. Yeah, you can just, there is no standard auctioning grading in this country. It's the Wild West when it comes to auction grades. And as I've said many times, Toyota auction sheets are computerized The final grading is done by the computer, not by an individual, which is, I think it's the only auction that does that. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. So you do get some odd grades, and you have to translate them. Literally, you have to translate the grade, thinking in the mind of a computer. It basically adds up all the 1s and 2s and 3s and A's and B's and U's, and spits out a grade. Anyway, this car, the exterior was very clean, positively a grade 4. The interior was, yeah, it was a little grubby, I must say. The carpets were in particular. Another reason why it might have been a grade 3.5 is they're saying that the offside rear quarter panel, outside panel has been changed. We can't see any evidence of that, but they can, so whatever. Certainly no evidence of it. Mentions an aftermarket muffler and mentions a lot of things about the interior. Also, the driver mirror wasn't folding, so that's been replaced. It's just totally replaced. It wasn't fixed, it was just replaced. We didn't do very much to this car, as far as I'm aware. I think that was one of the few things we had to do. So, it's, other than a valet, it didn't need much at all. Yeah, just a very nice car. Okay. Just like trying to explain things. It is a bit confusing for the layman, I think, of the auction system in this country and the way cars are graded. And you have to take in a lot of different factors when you're considering buying a car. Which auction you're buying it from, which part of the country it's coming from, it's which section in the auction, because even within different sections they have different grades. For example, in TAA, in some sections a car would be a grade 3.5, but if you moved it to another section, then it would get a grade 4, simply because in that section the grading is less severe. So there again, you need to understand all that within the auction itself. So just this idea of buying grade 4 cars, or even grade 4.5 cars, and thinking you're safe, beware, beware. It's not as simple as that. So anyway, this one is, we're very comfortable with the condition of this car. When you're thinking about, marketing a product that's going to be sent to the other side of the world, obviously you want to have confidence that you're sending something that's worthwhile, and we certainly feel this one is. And again, 2008 Delica D5, 71,000 miles. Nice car, and certainly a good looker. Anyway, thanks for watching yet again, and we'll speak again soon. Bye for now.